With that, we are indeed live. Hello, chat. Good afternoon. I actually fixed my sleep schedule. Let me turn that on, and let me turn that on, and let me turn this up. I've been streaming for the last couple days because my sleep schedule has been kind of rough. I've been like going to bed at like 9 in the morning, and then I'd wake up at like 5 in the afternoon, and that's just not feasible to stream with. So the last couple days have been rough. Last couple of weeks have been rough actually. But yeah, I think I've gotten to the point where I woke up around 6 and then I went to go play tennis, which was a fantastic thing, by the way. I love tennis. I normally play tennis in the morning, which is why I was going to bed so late, so I could like play tennis and then go to bed. But today was the first day I actually woke up and then played tennis. And I actually was like able to stay up throughout the day, so I was like, ooh. 6 in the morning or... No. I woke up today at 6 in the morning. Normally, I would be going to bed around 9 in the morning. Yeah, my sleep schedule for the last couple days have been like all sorts of messed up. I've been trying to hang out with my friends a bit more. But the problem is one of my friends, he works a graveyard shift. Another friend of mine is from Europe. And his sleep schedule is like he wakes up in the morning. And another one of my friends is a night owl, for the lack of a better term. So getting out all of our schedules to line up, the best thing that I could do if I wanted to hang out with them was to, basically wake up, like, basically have degen hours. I would go to bed in the morning. I'd wake up in the afternoon. It was miserable. But today I was like, so today I got my sleep schedule, had somewhat of a normal sleep schedule. So I woke up around 6 this morning. I played tennis. I was very active. All of that fun stuff. And now I am actually finally able to stream again, which is nice. So anyway, I know that we are going to be playing a little bit of an odd game. Some of you guys were saying it's Smash Ultimate. That is correct. I know that I allegedly said that I was not going to be playing Nintendo games. First up, that's not what I said, for those of you guys who didn't actually get the memo. I said that I won't be playing Nintendo games with the context of I don't want to support the style of games that Nintendo is producing at the time, which was when Stream Dead or something on my end. I think that's something on your end, bud. I didn't want to support the way that Nintendo was doing their practices with the Nintendo sports game and stuff. I gave them a try, and I realized that it wasn't working, so I stopped doing that. But Smash Ultimate, I do have a lot of respect for it. As many of you guys may know, I have played Melee for many years before I began playing Mario Kart Wii. And I never actually played Ultimate or like Smash 4 or Brawl, any of the newer games. And I know that they're very different. So we're gonna have fun with that. Chris, hola, hello. How you doing? You only go to tennis, Ark? No. No, I've been playing tennis since I was 4? I've been playing tennis since I was 4. I practiced till I was about 13. But all I ever did was drills. I never actually played I never actually played a game of tennis. Even now, even to this day, I don't think I've ever played like a proper game of tennis. Even still, like all I do is drills. I practice individual components. I practice serving. I practice forehand, backhand, net, and volleys. And then I'm slowly getting to the point now where I'm like somewhat able to put some spin on it, but it isn't consistent. So no, I am the definition when it comes to tennis of someone who has put a lot of time into the sport and is, for all intents and purposes, really bad. I used to play a competitive Ultimate. Good for you. I know a lot of people get into competitive Ultimate as like their first competitive game. And for me, the main reason I never really got into it was because I played Melee. Spin on the serve or on shots? Both. I unintentionally do a lot of, I think it's called the kick serve. I do a lot of kick serves just on accident. So I tend to put I've gotten so used to like sending the ball backward and doing a kick serve that I tend to put a lot of spin. It's just the way I swing at this point. So anyway, we're gonna be playing some Ultimate. I am going to be, by the way, you may notice that quick clarification, I did actually put some time into the game just to make sure that everything works and whatnot, and me and my brother, we spent like a couple hours just exploiting and just unlocking all the characters. So I do have all the characters, so I did get all the characters. I'm not good at them, and if I go up against anyone who has like half a brain, knowing the character that they play, I'm gonna get destroyed. But I think it'll be a fun time. It'll be a learning experience for me. Alright, let's get started with that. Alright. Oh, and of course, I did this. I was going up against the CPU so that way I could get the thumbnail. Alright, can you guys hear the audio? Alright, I'm going to be doing a few offline matches. I know that that may be a bit of a bummer to you guys. You're like, oh, I want to play with you, like online and whatnot. Like, I am not good enough to play online right now. I'm like pretty bad. So I was having this issue last night while I was playing Overwatch with a buddy of mine, and he thought that I was like decent at the game. He was like, "Oh, you know how to play the game and whatnot." Fun fact, I don't. So he put us in like a custom game mode, which was like Doomfist something. Hold on, this is really loud actually. It was like a custom game mode where everyone was playing like Doomfist, like freaking Gmod styled ragdoll combat, where you just try to knock the other person off with it. And I just kept getting destroyed. I was tired. My sleep schedule, I was still in the process of fixing that, so I was groggy as heck. And that just like mentally like knocked the wind out of me. So I'm gonna try to avoid situations that like completely knock me out in the beginning. And we'll move up from there. Okay. Alright. So first up, quick question for all of you guys. Who here among you, I'm going to assume a lot of you guys, who here plays Smash Ultimate? And who here is familiar with the game? And alternatively, for those of you guys who do play, what characters do you guys play? Because I am still transitioning over from Melee to Smash Ultimate. The game feels very foreign. If you guys have never played Melee is so much heavier. That is the number one thing that I noticed. Melee is a very heavy game. Characters fall really fast. It's like everyone got 3 to 4 times. They're like walking on like, what would be a good example? Smash Ultimate is like walking on the moon. Smash Bros. Melee is like walking on Earth. Okay, that's the best way I could put it. And because of that, like the way that you jump in the arcs and physics and all of that works, it makes it very difficult for me to do any aerials. It makes it difficult for me to do basically anything. So, and as someone who's like played a lot of Melee competitively, playing like a couple hours of Smash Ultimate, I'm probably worse than the typical beginner because I also got a lot of bad habits from Smash Bros. Melee. I don't know. Yeah. It's a weird... I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. It really is. Bro finally chose to play good Nintendo Switch games. Let's go. Yeah, I know. It took a while. You know, I know that I don't want to get into it because I say it literally every stream. I feel bad for the Strikers community. The Strikers community is such a good community. I feel so bad for them. They deserve so much more than what they got. It's a sucky situation. I don't want to. Well, I'm not super good. I mostly played heavies, but they're not that good in this game. Okay, so we got a few people who are familiar with the game. What characters should I be like looking for? To give you some idea, I played Morth in Smash Bros. Melee. I played Morth. I actually liked playing Fox more, but my Morth was just for some odd reason better. So whenever I would play competitively or I'd play in a tournament, I would play primarily Morth. And then as of recent years, like after I stopped playing Melee, my Fox began to prevail and my Fox became a little bit better than my Morth. So I play Fox, Morth, standard Melee stuff. But I don't have the DLCs Rockstar, so I don't have Aegis. So I'm transitioning. I'm trying to find characters who are similar in vein to the way that, Morth in Melee felt. Missed your live stream talking about your next game. Would Ultimate be it? That one was a bit of a gag because the last game I was thinking about doing Tetris actually. And the thing is, like, Tetris is a game. I wanted to pick a game that I could pick and play consistently. But the problem with Tetris is it's more of like a grindy game. So a lot of the Tetris grind has actually been off stream. So once I get to like a noticeable chunk where my time comes down in Tetris, that's when I'm going to reintroduce it to the channel and whatnot. But yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe a wolf. You know what's funny is all the characters that I've played, I didn't like. It's a hard thing to like explain, but Morth does not feel good in this game. Fox does not feel good in this game, and that's definitely because like I'm coming from like Melee, as opposed to I don't know. I don't know what Fox does not feel like Fox. Morth does not feel like Morth. From the short amount of time that I've played it, the best and closest character I had to Morth was actually Corrin. Corrin was probably the closest character to like Melee Morth, for me at least. The way that you play the game. Yeah. What playstyle do you like? I don't think I have a preferred playstyle. I just like I prefer standard characters, characters that require you to understand the I guess the combo game, the punish game of the character. I don't like cheap characters. I don't like projectile-based characters. So characters who are heavy, I legitimately hate playing against and playing as, because they're very cheap until they're not, and then they're useless. They either go from really cheap to really useless, so I try to steer clear of characters like Bowser. I try to steer clear of characters like, who else would that be? Warrior, I guess, would be in that class. Ganondorf. I try to steer clear of characters like Donkey Kong because I really don't like power characters. They are incredibly obnoxious to play as a beginner. They are legitimately they're noob stomps, and it's a very frustrating experience to be behind. And then I'm trying to think of what the alternative is. As soon as you get like good at the game, I've heard that they become really bad. So, like, what's the point? They're legitimately characters designed to make you hate the game. So I try to avoid those characters. And then spammy projectile-based characters I also try to avoid as well because you just don't learn as much with those kind of characters. So I'm looking for characters who are a bit brawly, maybe a little juggle heavy, spacing heavy, and fast. Those are the character classifications that I'm looking for. Yeah. So Mario is a good pick. I might start with Mario. Also, one more thing that might wrinkle the detail into picking a character, is I actually did play SSF2 a little bit competitively. So relative badness doesn't even matter. Oh, really? Okay. I'm still gonna steer clear of power characters. I've never liked power characters. I mean, Marth, Lucina. I'm clumping Marth and Lucina's together as the same character. If I'm going to play a sword character like Marth, I'd pick Lucina. Even still, Lucina doesn't feel that good to use. Lucina does not feel that good to use, and of course it's because I'm bad. But they are very different characters from the characters that I am used to in Melee. So yeah. Juggle and Space Heavy. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Should try Mario, Cloud, or Captain Falcon. Well, why don't I show you guys like what the level I am at? I'm gonna start with like 5. Joker's my main. Yeah, I don't have DLC characters, unfortunately. I didn't think I was gonna put enough time to get into this game that would warrant me, you know, getting the DLC characters and whatnot. So let's take it from there. He's the most fun character in the game. Doesn't like... What's his name? I'm trying to remember. What's that? MK Leo. MK Leo it's a fun, interesting idea because like I am familiar with MK Leo from Smash 4. I used to follow Smash 4 just a little bit. MK Leo and Zero. Those are like the two players from Smash 4 that I'm aware of. Oh, I forgot. Like, one weird thing I need to remember about this game is the way that you kill is very different. Because everyone's so floaty. Like, Mario's up smash is a legitimate kill move, and also, like, laddering, I think it's called. Again, something that does not exist in Smash Bros. Melee. The only character I think who could ladder is, like... Ooh. I mean, Moith's Reverse Dolphin is, I guess, a little bit of a ladder. I don't know. Barely plays Joker nowadays. Who plays? It's like, who's good in this game? Mario's down smack. In Ultimate? Not Ultimate. Melee. Good opener. Yeah, I'm getting stuck on the keyboard. Hold up. Fox ladders. Fox does not ladder. If you're laddering with Fox, you're doing something wrong. Will there be viewer games? I'm not good enough to play against you guys. Like, if you guys want to, I could. But you guys are gonna, like, legitimately destroy me. Yeah, I'm not Hungrybox. I can't just play the game and be good at it. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's weird because, like, the openers with Mario's, like, up tilt. Which is interesting. He's a very, like, up and down. Like, I try to describe it to me as, like, a very up and down character. So, Mario in Melee is more of a side-to-side character. That's the best way I could describe it. So, his primary 2 kill moves would be back throw, which I'm sure is still pretty good in this game. And then gimping. So, that would be edge guarding. And, of course, you also have basic wave dash movement and stuff. But in this game, it feels like up tilt into like up B. I don't know. My knowledge of Smash from Melee onward is very, very different. But yeah, I was playing with my brother, and we just were like surprised at how many moves that we would not expect to kill in this game. It felt like a lot of, especially like with I'm trying to think of which character. There were a few characters that the moves that we expected to kill didn't kill. And then the moves that were useless in Melee were the kill moves in this game, which was a bizarre, like, Matrix kind of feeling. If you've never... I don't know how to describe it. It was odd. It was like we were living in a simulation where, like, all the moves were backward. Like, the moves that you thought were good are no longer good, and the moves that were, like, trash are, like, kill moves. Such an odd feeling. One of the ways to improve at fighting games. Yeah, true. The problem is, like, am I going to be improving at this game? Not sure. Right. Donna is not here. Yo. Hello. I think just for streaming, if you guys are interested enough to watch me play Ultimate, I might consider, like, just getting good at it. It's really weird because I do say a lot that I tend to play a lot more other games, but I also know that these other games that I play, you guys would not be interested in. Like, for instance, would you guys be interested in Val, CSGO, Overwatch, War Thunder, like Squad, Tarkov, games like that? It's not even shooters, it's just Rocket League, for instance, for example. I play a lot of other games, but the problem is a lot of other games I play, I don't think you guys care, which is fair. Like, that's not how I built this channel up on. But it's just kind of weird because, like I said at one point, I'm going to try to steer away from Nintendo games. And then all you guys see is me when I get that one moment of actually playing a Nintendo game. That's what you guys see. So from your perspective, nothing changes. It's just that all in between, you don't see the other stuff. I heard something pop. I don't know what that was. That was interesting. All right, another character I've been messing around with was Zero Suit Samus. Now, this may seem like a weird pick for those of you guys who are not aware. Would definitely keep my attention. I'm not good at CSGO, though. I play Valorant primarily. Nest the most. It's a bad rep for PK. That's the same thing as, same problem he has in SSF2. Like, I'm pulling a lot of information from my SSF2 database with a lot of these characters. And I actually, fun fact, this character is very different, but I used to play Zero Suit Samus in SSF2, which is why I was like, okay, I'm going to try her out and see if she's any good in this game. Spoiler alert, I'm really bad with her. I'm definitely not Moise, but, you know. We got basic combos as well. Hello. So I used to play SSF2 Yoshi. SSF2 Yoshi and Zero Suit Samus, even though I technically played everyone. I was very comfortable with pretty much the entire cast of SSF2. And in Melee, my high tier was Fox and Marth, my mid tier was Mario, and my low tier was Pikachu. Ultimate Yoshi, man. There you go. It's just a lot of the moves are different. Inside of SSF2, a lot of her smash moves are not her kicking, but her using her rope, or whatever this thing is called. The optimal way to play Zero Suit is campy. I'm not good enough to do that. I don't know. She feels very fragile from what the short amount of playtesting that I was able to get. Pretty sure Melee Pikachu. I didn't say Pikachu, I meant Pichu. My low tier was Pichu, the little one. The problem is, like, a lot of her starting moves from the one YouTube informational video I watched of Zero Suit Samus is a lot of it revolves around her up air and getting, like, the back part of the up air. Like that. Or, like, the very front of it or the very back of it. So it's a falling up air, which I am not great at hitting. And then her kills are back air, down, down B? And, you know, just simple ladder combos. I also try to avoid, like, dash attacking, even though it is ridiculously strong for no reason. Rush down Revolt to try. It's a 100%... Okay, here's the thing. I don't play fighters. I'm not really a fighter guy. Like, I had a fighter phase when I was younger. Like, around most of your age. I'm generalizing a bit. But I feel like a lot of people, their first, like, introduction to competitive games is through fighters. Specifically with Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was at my relative's place. And, like, I was having a difficult time connecting with my... I wanted to say nephews. They're not nephews. With my... hello. I'm on this side of the screen. I did see that. I was having a difficult time connecting with my cousins, my second cousins, because there's a bit of an age gap between me and pretty much all of my second cousins, and it was also one of the first times I met them, so I was having a very difficult time connecting with them. But they were all, as soon as like I began talking about Smash Ultimate or like Smash Bros, like, do you guys play any video games? And I was like, oh, they were like, oh, we play Smash Ultimate. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's something like I could kind of understand, you know? Like, that makes sense to me. And it was crazy. It went from, like, the conversation, me talking about, like, how's, you know, basic stuff. You know, how's life? How's school? Are you guys doing okay? Interested in any sports? You know, it went from that kind of conversation to, like, did you know in this game, like, the best character, you got to play this character here, and you need to, like, have this controller schematic for this specific character, because that's just, like, optimal. And it really, like, it shook my world. I'm like, a lot of people, like, growing up in this day and age is going to be first influenced with competitive games with a game like Smash Ultimate, particularly in a game like Smash Ultimate, considering how well it sold and how popular it was. I'm like, that's, to be fair, it's not a bad game to get started with. Yeah, you guys are kind of helping me prove the point. Again, nothing wrong with it, by the way. Like, it's very clear to me, like, you guys all understand Smash Bros, even, like, basic strategy that most people would consider, like, if you ask your parents, they wouldn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was weird to me. Like, I played Smash before Smash was cool. Hold on, I'm gonna random this one. I'm gonna lower the CPU volume, like, level, so I could just pay attention to, like, what chat's saying. Oh, this is a character I don't know how to play. I'm just gonna, like, fake my way into this. How many can he pull? Oh, 3, okay. Noted. Alright. Trying to figure out this character. That's his Nair. It was, so I was at my cousin's place, and they were, like, talking about, like, oh, you need a Nair and Zera, and I'm like, those are terms I used to only hear, like, very specifically in, like, Melee communities, like, in venues and stuff. Like, people don't talk about things like that. And it was weird to hear, like, my cousins talk about that. I was like, huh. It was an odd experience. And I just, like, man, I really, like, the age gap is not very different. Like, they're only, like, a couple years younger than I am. But, like, how they grew up is so vastly different from, like, how I grew up. Like, the games I grew up with were GameCube games, Wii games, like, DS games. Like, my cousins will be growing up with Switch games. Which is crazy to think about. It was my first SSB game, and it's an amazing starter. Smash Bros is just generally a good competitive first game. In my opinion. Like, I started Smash Bros. Like, granted, I played Melee, which is arguably the most competitive version. The most technical version. Like, before you even play against other people, in Melee, there's about, like, a 2 to 3 year period of just practice. Like, dedicated practice. I guess you could speed it up if you're good. But for me, with Melee, like, before, I was not able to, like, even compete. I wasn't even able to compete until I put at least, like, 2 to 2.5 years worth of time. Because you need to get the timings down, you need to learn the basic combos down, and you also need to learn basic metagame, like what plays against who and how to play against what. And on top of that, there's just so much history, so everyone's, like, really good. But yeah, Smash Bros. Ultimate is a lot, I don't want to say easier, because, like, it's a bit of a cop-out. It's like, oh, I grew up with the harder game. It was the more technically demand. No, I don't want to be that guy, you know? Like, I'm sure Smash Bros. Ultimate is just as hard in its own way. What are your thoughts on Super Smash Bros. Brawl? I grew up in the time when Melee, like, Brawl was the hater, like, the game you're not supposed to like if you were a true Smash fan. You don't like Brawl. if you were a real one, you know? That's the era I grew up. Obviously now the sentiment has changed. Hold on. So all his smash attacks, he like throws Pikmin, huh? There's also Pikmin 4, which is another game that I don't quite understand. But I think that's just because I'm a bit too much of a boomer. Yeah, like, I grew up in the era where Smash Bros. Brawl was the game that killed Melee. And that was not a cool thing at the time. If you liked Brawl, you were like... Nah. Nah, dude. Ultimate is pretty easy to get into. I get it depends on like the person. Like I don't want to say this because it makes me sound old. But I've gotten to the point where I've slowed down to the point where fighting games and Smash Bros. And, you know, games like these, the attention span you need is so focused that it changes as you grow older. For me, at least. Like, for me, I like games that require intense focus, but at intervals. Not really you focus for an entire hour like a sprint. That's a little too mentally taxing. They're just watching a CPU fight? What about doing classic mode? I could do classic mode. Yeah, sure. Why is the CPU level 3? Because I would like to talk to you guys without paying attention to what I'm doing. It's also like a habit of mine. For those of you guys who... You guys might not know this, but back how we used to practice in Melee, the older games, is you would set the CPU to a really low level, and then you just practice hitting and getting combos on. That's what we used to do, because training against a CPU in Melee was actually a bad thing. Because when you fought against the CPU, it taught you a lot of incredibly bad habits. Like how to attack and how the attacking works. If you trained against the level 9 CPU in Melee, it would ruin you when you play against the real person. You would be so, like, demolished. Like, it's a really bad habit. It builds really bad habits. Melee CPUs are bad. Yeah, I'm aware as well. But just that sentiment carried over for me with anything else. So that's why whenever you see me play against, you know, just CPUs and stuff, you'll see me intentionally crank the CPU level down. And you guys might like think, you know, why are you doing that? But understand that's where I'm coming from. I have this habit from Melee where you practice against really low bots and just practice getting hits in and understanding how combos work and understanding how timings work. That's how you practice. That's how you played. And that's what you did. This game, I guess there's like a training mode. The training mode also in Melee really sucked. So you couldn't use the C-stick. I think the Illinois did something. I don't know. You didn't use the training mode. Alright, classic mode. I might have to actually focus on this. Yeah. Alright, what character should I be playing today? Get you to learn a few combos and setups, and you can learn pretty quickly, like Rob. Oh, someone asked me a question about multiverses. Fun fact, my friend, he was interested in going into multiverses competitively. He went to EVO to compete there. All that fun stuff. Yeah, I played a little bit of multiverses. I thought it was alright. My main issue is, like, I prefer fighters that are, like, heavy. I think my preference in fighters, and this is definitely obviously skewed because I played Melee, but every game and every fighting game I've ever played after Melee just felt way too floaty. Yeah, really floaty. Like, the idea of edge guarding and then edge guarding again and then chasing for that edge guard is weird to me. Because in Melee, you're riding on a razor's edge. If you fall, you're done. You're not getting back. All it takes is a simple, really quick, concise edge guard, and that's it. In this game, most characters, you edge guard them, they come back, you gotta edge guard them again, and then you gotta eat their jump, and you gotta go out, and then you gotta eat it again. And if they grab the ledge, you just have to let them back. That annoys me. What's a character that I could learn how to play? Let me play a character I haven't played before. I don't think I've played Inkling. How does Inkling work? This is a character I don't think I've ever, like... I'm trying to think, is there anyone I've seen who played Inkling? Like back when not Melee, back when Ultimate first came out, a lot of the Melee players, like professional Melee players, they did try to transition and play Ultimate. They gave it a fair shot. So I'm trying to think. I think Armada played the character I'm playing right now, not Jigglypuff, Inkling. I think that's the only time. Inkling I've ever even seen Inkling play. I don't know how the character works, so let's figure it out. Right. I'll figure it out as I go. Inkling was considered top tier at the start of the game. Yeah, I'm aware. I think a lot of that had to do with Armada. I don't know if there's anyone else. Okay, so that's there, up there. Very slippery. Oh, that's a bomb. How do you refill? It's something like I remember this. So you got heal. Not heal. But yeah, okay. Also, one more thing is you're not gonna see me use items unless it's on accident. Yeah, like that. Like I didn't mean to pick that up. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. How to scare a melee player. Give him items. What was the other one? What is this? Well, I don't even know what that item does. What does this do? Oh. I see. Right. It's crazy to think like how strong like simple jab attacks are in this game. Dash attacks are really strong like universally, from what I've noticed. And jabs are also really strong. Cosmos. I think I've heard that name. That name sounds familiar. Yeah. Similar to what Melee players? Yeah. Like you have a... It's kind of hard to understate like how big of a difference, even though they're both Smash Bros. Melee is a very different game. Like Smash Bros 64, if you're good at Smash Bros 64, nothing carries over. If you're good at Melee, also nothing really carries over. The only time where something actually like you could like get good at Smash Bros was Brawl Onward, because Brawl was the first rendition, then Smash 4. I don't even know what I did. Brawl, Smash 4, and then Ultimate. So if you played Brawl competitively, you would have a very easy time transitioning over to the other games. Because Brawl, Nintendo intentionally tuned the game to be not competitive. I do remember that. It was like very distinctively targeted at people, because Nintendo was like, you're not supposed to play Smash competitively. Okay. Yeah, a lot of the combos in this game feel very, like, upward, which is weird to say. Because it's not something I'm used to. Oh, hello. That was supposed to be down there. How do you do the thing again? Shield and B? Yeah, okay. Hello. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Hello. There you go. The tail item gives you a peach float. Ah, okay. It felt like it was more than just a peach float. It's like you could stay in the air, like pretty much indefinitely. Yoshi. Oh, that's a big Yoshi. Ow. Oh, hello. I hate this stage. This is a brawl stage. Oh god, hello? Oh god, how does this sword work? Is it just like a lightsaber sword? There you go. That's what Peach's float is. Well, I think it goes. Peach's float doesn't last as. I think it has a time limit, doesn't it? I don't know. That just feels like you just float for an indefinite amount of time. I don't play Peach. It's been a while. I don't like that. Okay, well, speaking of items, what does this thing do? That's from Xenoblade. Wait, hold up, I know what that is. Is that? I wonder if that's because I have... Ooh, there's another one. I guess I'm supposed... Like, the game wants me to use these, I'm gonna assume. Because I can't even see, like, half the garbage of my screen. Ow. Oh, that's a mistake. Does have a time limit as well, but it's longer than Peach Float. Okay. I haven't played Peach in this game. So they may have changed it so that it's, like, identical. But I might be thinking about Peach's Peril, so I might not be thinking about Peach's, oh, hello. I might not be thinking about Peach's Float. I don't know. Alright. Still learning the character. I still don't know what, like, how to use half of the stuff that she has. Oh, hello. This, like, no, okay. Like, another game that I thought or considered getting into was Splatoon. Problem with Splatoon, though, is... once you've played a proper FPS game, Splatoon just does not interest you anymore. Like, maybe that's just me, but, like, Splatoon... I tried Splatoon for a little bit, but it just... I don't know. It made me just realize I want to play Val. I want to play CS. Hello. You do more... I'm gonna assume you do more damage if you are, like... have someone inked up in your color, right? Just gonna assume that's how it works. Bonus game! Oh, this sucks. I've done this already. Is there even a reward for getting everything? Hold on, please. I don't know. Ink does damage multiplier. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. That's probably what made it, like, busted in the beginning, right? Because it was not tuned correctly. I don't care enough to get these. I'm just going. Hey, Trunks. How are you? I'm doing alright. How about you? How you lot doing? I feel like they don't ask my chat that enough, you know? Oh, what is this? Marks? That ain't Master Hand. Hold up. What is this? This is a Kirby boss. Well, I don't know what he does, but sure. I have a feeling that means get out of the way. Okay. Hello. Reach. One thing I've noticed, I tend to get caught up, like... The jump squat feels different. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. The jump squat feels weird. Like, I tend to get stuck in my movement a lot. Oh, what is this? Is that the same thing? Oh, where are you going? Oh. Universal 3 frames. Ah, okay. I thought I avoided that. I like the Splatoon music, that's nice. That's probably the most benign attack. Oh, hello. I didn't know what that did. Yeah, like, do you see how I'm like up smashing? That's not me volunteer. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, that's not me voluntarily up smashing. No, that sucks. Like, I'm trying to jump and up smash, like up air. Oh, what the heck? That's not good. Ow. But it has a feature that forces a short hop if you try to buffer an attack out, even when you try to full hop. That is a bunch of words that I'm sure if I stopped to think about it would make sense, but on first read does not make sense. Hey, Anonymous, what's up? Alrighty. That was nice. I still have no idea what this character does, by the way. Like, I was trying to explain this concept to my brother, and I don't think he quite understood it. And I will admit, it is quite a vague idea. But, like, when you ask someone, you know, how do you play a certain thing? How do you do a certain thing? You get two very different answers, depending on who you ask. And it's really odd, because you can't really quantify it more than you've already done, if that makes sense. So, for instance, I was asking my brother, how do you code? Because I've been recently trying to get into coding, that way I can make my own games, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that a little bit later. One thing I would like to do is load the code. So I went to my brother, who's already an accomplished coder, and I was like, okay, explain to me coding. And he didn't have an answer. So I was like, okay, break it down a little bit more. Let's talk a little bit more about what it takes to code. Give me the game plan, the idea, the structure, and he couldn't give me that either. I feel like it's a very similar question I tend to ask a lot in a lot of different fields that I do. So, for instance, I would ask, how do you play Inkling? Right? How do you play Inkling? And you get two very different answers. You either get, oh, Inkling's up B does this with this much damage, you use it here. All fine and good. Or down B is good, you use it here, here, here. All good. There's that answer. I would consider that the more practical answer, and also the answer that you could figure out if you just have eyeballs and you really just spend 5 minutes looking at the character. But that's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking, how do you play the character? Does that make sense? And whenever I ask people that, they get kind of annoyed at me. It's like, I'm telling you how to play the character. No, I'm like, no. I'm not asking what the moves do. I'm not asking for a Wikipedia page of how to play this character. I am asking, how do you play this character? It's not just that with the character, it's with a lot of different games, because I play a lot of different games, so I tend to ask this question a lot. How do you play this game, right? Not the press A, do this, does this, does that. No. I'm talking about how do you play the character. Should I explain it, or do you want to figure it out? I'm not asking you guys, chat. Frankly, I don't care enough about Inkling. Sorry. I'm sure I'll figure it out as I go. Like, I'm more asking the general idea of how do you play a character, which would be... Ooh, let me give you an example. Melee Fox. If you asked me, how do you play Melee Fox? If you ask a layman, they'll tell you, oh, you want to prioritize naring to enter. You want to prioritize getting, shine wave combos. You want to link shine into down air, shine into nair, or nair into shine, and then basically, I forget what it's called. It's called wave shining, I think. You want to get used to wave shining people across, especially characters like Peach. And they could give you like the long-winded around explanation of what exactly to do. And at the end of the day, you're given a bunch of tools, but you still don't know how to play the character. And then most people go and they're like, oh, you just got to play out like people. You just got to play the game to figure that out. And it really pisses me off when people do that. Because I'm like, you could have given me a very good explanation when I asked, how do you play Fox? What I would say, if someone asked me, how do you play melee Fox? I would say, Fox, you want to prioritize controlling space. How do you control space? You occupy it. You move into it. All right? The main objective of Fox is to maintain center stage. He's fast, so you try to prioritize pushing people off to the sides and off to the top. That's basic Smash stuff, okay? Your main objective is to control space and prevent people from staying on the platforms. That's the major game plan for Fox. That's what you do, okay? And of course, he has speed, so whenever you're off stage, because that's going to happen when someone hits you, you have a good time getting back and trying to recapture that center. You are trying to control the center space. That is how you play Fox. That is how you play the game. That is what you should be thinking about when playing the game, okay? That is the difference between me asking how do you play Fox and me asking how do you play Fox. One gives you a bunch of tools on what to do. One actually tells you how to play the game. And with this game, it's a very different game than Melee, obviously. So whenever I ask someone, how do you play this character in Ultimate? That is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the spreadsheet. This move does this damage at this percent. I'm not asking for that. That is something you figure out over time. That's something you experience once you become good at the game. Alright, what other character can I play here? Is there a way to random this by any chance? Chat, you give me a character to play. What character do you guys think I should play? Yoshi, you want me to play Yoshi? Okay, I'll play Yoshi. Yoshi, Chrom, Jigglypuff. We're getting a lot of different things. I'll start with Yoshi. I played Yoshi in SSF2, so I have a vague idea of what I'm doing. It's just a difference in ideology. Oh, hello. His jump is a lot higher than I thought it was. Okay. He doesn't feel as squishy as he did in SSF2, which is kind of a bummer. That doesn't combo. I feel like I'm double jumping a lot on accident already. Like, I could feel it. Hello. I got a sword. I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you. Don't want this. Alright. You gotta be fast when I ask what character do I or should I play. First one I see, first one goes. Alright, Ridley. Well, that's a big dino. Oh, what the heck? Is it normally that big? Or is that like a modded? I feel like he's not normally that big. Maybe Sakura was right. Maybe he was too big to be in the game. It's an item. Okay, I was like, bye. Okay. He's huge. Alright. Oh, another dino. Is this just like me going up against all the other dinosaurs? Ow. Ow. Also, one issue I was having is like, how do you get down from platforms? Like, one thing I struggle with really bad in this game is getting down from platforms. In Melee, you just hold down. It's really simple. But in this game, there's a lot of buffering. I'll use that. Why not? Oh, I missed. Ow. That could suck you in. What the heck? Bye. Oh, hello. What does this do? Oh. I don't know if I wanted to do that. I don't know what I just did. Platforms are annoying in this game, yeah. And I feel like a big reason for that is because a lot of moves are buffered. Everything feels buffered. And to some people that might feel good, but to me, that was a big turn off for me for playing melee. Not melee, for playing ultimate. Oh my god. The slope doesn't work. The slope has never worked in any rendition of this stage, by the way. Oh, there you go, it worked now. Oh, I can just dash attack them, hold up. You always gotta find that one move that just works. Ow. They kill each other. Ow. Might not survive this one. Ow. Like, I understand why they did the buffer system. Oh, bye. Like, this is what I kind of hate about, like, these modes. Half the time, the solution is the side smash. I'm, like, trying to play the game here. It's like, nope, the game wants you to side smash. Oh, it's a dinosaur. Oh, wow. Spoiler. Oh, what the heck was that? I didn't know you had that move. Why do you keep doing that? Stop it. Why am I in a pot? Ow. Oh, is that the end of the stage? Oh, my... Okay. I don't think I've ever played on that stage before. I didn't know that existed. I didn't know there was no edge there. I just assumed that there was an edge there. Okay, I'm not falling for it again. Bye! Nope, maybe he's still alive. I know that there's like something called two-framing. Don't know how that works. I just fell off. I didn't know there was... Yep. Oh, what is this? It's Big Koopa. Jurassic Journey. Oh. That actually makes a lot of sense. He's big. Oh, come on. Why'd you have to do that? I was just having the time of my life comboing you. Oh. Hello. Ah, almost. Wonk. How are you still alive? Die! I mean, he's a reptile. That's, like, close enough, you know? Do you plan to do more Stream Ultimate moves? Oh, by the way, Chill Leafy, yo, what's up? Good to see you. You plan to do more Smash Ultimate streams? Not sure. Today I just felt like playing Smash Ultimate. I was like, you know what? It's a game that I know chat won't, like, mold over, so I'll play it. I'm trying to side tilt, but it won't let me. Oh, that is my side tilt. What am I saying? Yoink. Yoink. Do I actually need any of this stuff? I'm just going. Bye. Alright. Bonk. Eh. Now that's a real dragon. This is like the Monster Hunter thing, right? Oh, that's not good. I don't like what you're doing there. Hey, listen, buddy, don't have to be like this. We could be friends. Ow. Oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? That's no fair. Oh, hello. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. Ah. Stop it! Get back here. Yeah, it's like a proper dinosaur. What? Oh, hello. wonder if I get super armor for this. Oh, that's not good. Stop looking at me, I don't like it. Camera shy. Oh, hello. Why are you so easy to hit? Now just get on the floor! This is not fair! Ow. Okay. Can you stay put? Like I can't tell what part of his body's hittable anymore. Oh, headshot. Now come over here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Air dodging takes a bit. Oh, hello. Bruh. He's cheating! This is not fair. I don't have wings! A little chip damage, just help. I might not do this in one go. How many times have I used a restart already? I think I used 2, right? Dude, stay! Why am I poisoned? I don't like what's gonna happen. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, I thought it was like targeted specifically at me. Okay, no, that's just me being bad. Alright, we try that again. Bruh. That's all I had to do, come on. Alright. Well, that was something. I think that was 3 restarts, which is not great. Yeah, that's intentional. Very intentional, of course. Alrighty. I'm glad that they added a skip button. I don't know when they started doing that. Wait, did all of them have a skip button? I think all of them had a skip button. What am I saying? I got a Yoshi! And a French Bulldog, sure. What? Alright. It is what it is, I guess. Is there any other modes other than classic mode? Mob Smash on contest, Age Builder New Fighter. No, not really. Alright. Is it time? I'm afraid of opening the doors of online because I know that you guys are going to be like raring to go. There's no funny numbers. There's always funny numbers. Come on, Cog. You should know that. Alrighty. I'm still trying to figure out... Oh, Squad Strike. That's a new thing, right? Tag team, why not? I'll do 5-on-5. Make everyone a CP, why not? Level 3s. Do I really want to? I just want to learn characters right now. Why not? I'm gonna lose to a CP, you guys are gonna watch. Alright, let me see. What characters can we play? I'll start with like a basic lineup. I'm trying to think of like... Okay. List of characters. Go. List of characters. Because frankly, there's too many. Some people see this and they're just like, oh, it's just another roster. I see this and it's like, this is legitimately like 50 times, not 50 amount, 50 times the amount of characters that you'd see in Melee. Like, in Melee, you see Fox, Marth, Sheik, Axe, Pikachu. Maybe not 50 times, but you get the idea. Hey, you only allowed 1 entry, okay? Crom. Jigglypuff. Oh wait, I want the skin though. Hold up. Wait, how do I make the skin? I want to get the skin. Alright. What other characters? Pokemon Trainer. You guys just want me to play the characters that you guys play, huh? Alright, what's Pokemon Trainer? One character I have never ever like been interested in my entire life. Where is Pokemon? Wait, where is it? There it is. That took me a while. But that was a list including everyone, okay? Let's not be selfish here. Wolf. Wolf is this guy. I don't think I've ever played Wolf. To be fair, I've never played Pokemon Trainer either. I don't think I've ever played Chrom. Jigglypuff I played in Melee. But that's about it. Captain Falcon. I'm only taking the first one if you give me a list. I may have said list, but what I meant was, you know, one from each. Right, where is Captain Falcon? Where is he? He'd be at the top, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, I want skins though. Let's have some skins. What skins we got? Oh, we have female. Is Pokemon Trainer is not canonically one or the other, right? Yeah, whatever. Jigglypuff. I always ran the bow. I was the bow. Chrom is just basic Chrom stuff. So is Chrom, okay. Well, you guys are gonna be thoroughly embarrassed about what's going to happen then. Oh, I forgot this was a thing. I'll go with Captain Falcon first because I kind of know Jigglypuff as well. Pokemon Trainer, I don't know. Chrom would be the next one, then Wolf, and then Pokemon Trainer. Okay. Captain Falcon. Oh, that's cool. So I only got one stock, right? Oh, hello. No, you can't nipple stomp in this game. I mean, one thing I gotta get used to is like all the janky hitboxes don't exist in this game. At least I don't think they do. Oh, I forgot to turn items off. Yeah, sorry chat, give me a sec. Let me try that again. I think my brother made this. Hold on, let me see if this is correct. Is it Elimination Tag Team? Hold up. This 2 of 3. Is it this one? Items. I'll turn this one to none. Okay. Okay, cool. It works. Okay, let me see if I remember the characters. 3, 5v5. Everyone a CPU. Oh, they all default level 3. Captain Falcon. I'll see him as I spot him. Wolf was one of them, I know. Chrom? Yeah, Chrom was one. Wolf. Pokemon Trainer. And then Jigglypuff, okay. Oh, the thing is lagging really bad. Let me quickly do this. There you go. Tony standard. Oh, is it? Okay. Tony standard with items, I guess. Dunk, 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 don't care. Alright. Captain Falcon. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to change the CPU difficulty. God damn it. I'll SD after everyone, okay? Just so I get a feel. That's still strong. I also like how I'm playing on, like, whack stages, too. Is there gentlemaning in this game? Can you gentleman? Come on. That's actually, like, really easy to land in this game, for some reason. Okay, Captain Falcon feels like Captain Falcon. Okay. Oh, it automatically... Oh, okay. I didn't have to fall off. That's cool. Oh, I don't like the way he plays. He feels very stuck to the ground. What is he a combination of? What is he? Is he Roy? Feels like it. Why is this part so slippery? What? Yeah, this is legitimately Roy. Okay. Is there anything I should know other than the fact that he is a Roy clone? And that he basically just side smashed? Roy but no sweet spots, got it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, Wolf. Recovery, okay. He has the Ike's recovery, right? The up B. Ah, Oh. I'm trying to think of a character. In Melee, who has a claw? I'm trying to think of a character. He reminds me of a character in Melee who has a claw. Oh, I just threw. Oh, he threw even harder. Oh, you don't... Well, I don't even get to play the rest of them? Bruh. Bruh. Bowser. I don't think I've played Bowser in... Melee. Okay, let me not do this one. Tag team. Elimination. Oh, what does this mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, edit. Oh, I can turn this on, that's convenient. There we go. Random stage selection. What is it? This one, this one, this one. Is it? Yeah, it was these three. This one... I don't think FOD is loud. Not this one. Some places it's this one too, I think. This is an SSF2 thing. I think this is a brawl stage. I'm going by what looks tournament legal. I don't actually remember. I'm gonna turn these on just for good measure. Is this tournament legal? I feel like in Brawl it was, but not anymore. Natural, yeah, of course. Where is it? Nope, not that, not that, not that. Nashville, of course. Palos, I think, is also. Isn't there another Pokemon Stadium? There was two, that's why I didn't select it. Huh. What's the other Pokemon? Oh, I already enabled it. Okay, never mind. I feel like there's more down here. That can't be it. Is it? I think this is also a stage that was totally legal in Brawl. Could be wrong about that, though. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay. We make our own rules here. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do the two characters that I didn't do, which was Jigglypuff and Pokemon Trainer. Alright. Alright, what are the characters? I need 3 more characters. Did I not turn Stage Hazard off? I Forgot that's a thing you have to do in these games. Stage hazards. Where is it? Advanced? Off. There you go. Okay. So that would be Jigglypuff, Pokemon Trainer, Corrin. What Corrin? I could find. Samus and Shulk, okay. I'm not very good at Samus, even in melee, so that's gonna be fun. And Shulk. Alright, let's figure this out. So, Jigglypuff, Pokemon Trainer, I'm gonna do Samus, Shulk, Corrin, like that. Okay. What characters do you like the most right now? I've been playing the game for... I've put less time into this game than you spent looking at a clock today. Okay, maybe a little bit more than that. Ow. Is that a win box? Ow, don't do that. Did you not look at the clock today? Oh, that's not the move I thought it was. Which one's sleep? This is sleep, okay. Ow. Oh, this is how it works, okay. Okay. I was gonna jump off anyway. No, not down B, I was up B. Oh, what is this character? Okay. I legitimately have never played this character in my life. Don't think I've ever played or even seen. I mean, I'm sure I've seen it, I just never registered. Okay. I haven't even done any B moves. Okay, so I have some kind of charge up feature. Is that just a wind hitbox? Okay, sure. Ow. It's like Mario's Flood, okay. Again, another feature I don't know how to use, but... Oh, hello. Oh, that's not... I thought it was the project. So the charge stays even after you get hit, huh? Oh, no, it doesn't. What? How'd I slow it then? Oh, you don't snap to it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Like, how do you play this character? That's... okay. I don't know what the heck? Just pulled up a freaking... Sure, why not? Okay, this is a little too fast. Come on. Oh, come on. Is it range? Can I do range? This one maybe? I don't know. Oh, hello. I'm gonna lose this, by the way. Okay. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I've ever been so clueless at a character before. Why is he so slow? His forward is like the only thing I could do. Okay, never mind. Okay, he's got that, whatever that was. What's his nair? Okay, so he's got like a circle there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm banning whoever suggested this. Ow? Ow, I'm dead. Nope, my DI is impeccable. Oh, I keep like anticipating that his neutral beat does like some kind of projectile. Can I air shuttle with him? Oh, hello. Oh, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Its hitbox seems to be very delayed. Ow. Wait, just let me hit you. There you go. This character feels good. I ain't gonna lie. Your frame data is just kind of to mash and shield. And get away without both characters. For which character? Oh, Shulk. Yeah, of course it would be. Alright. Okay, cool. I like Corrin. She feels like the most Moith character. I think I've mentioned this at the beginning, but the character I've put the most time into so far has been Corrin. Zero Suit, Samus, and Corrin. She just feels good. I don't know. Alright. Can I random my characters by any chance? Oh, I can. I'm not sure if that's a good idea at my skill level. What else can I play? Let me go with like my standard loadout of characters. Let me see if I could do this. So Fox, obviously, the boy. Always gotta have him. Zero Suit. I'm hoping that my timing's on point. I'm gonna have Corrin. I actually prefer orange Corrin because my GF's favorite color is orange, so that's always nice. Where else? Who else? I'm trying to think who else. You play with tap jump, yeah. I'm a melee player. I'm sure that like there's a better way, like you're not supposed to do that, but who else do I play here? These three characters are the characters that I'm kind of like familiar with. I guess I could play Mario. Mario's always a safe bet. I guess Lucina would be my next one. Would it? Would it be Falco? No, I left tap jump on Yoshi. I'm used to it at this point. Like that's what happens with like 3 years of melee experience. You can't play without tap jump. Just becomes a part of you. Who do I even want here? Mario's just a safe pick. I probably should change the name. Yeah, that's a good idea. There you go. I'll random the last one. Why not? Simon! Top 10 characters I just don't know how to use. Alright, how do you... What do I do with this? I'm afraid to say I don't know how to use this character. Ow. Oh, he has like a down... Yeah. That's a huge recovery. Okay. I feel like you just do that. Oh my god. What was that range? Is it like snapping? Okay. This is a dead character for me. I'm not doing anything with that. Who's next, Mario? I'm probably not going to do much with him either. I don't like how much damage I already took. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot this character's in the game. Well, that's good for her, I guess. Ow. I have Fox. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to get good at Fox, but I have too many bad habits from Melee Fox. Like, there's no way I'm doing anything with him either. Ow. What the fudge? Top 10 moves I just forgot existed. Can you stop that? Oh, there's no sweet spot for that. That's a melee thing that killed me. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, chat. The problem is I don't know how to open without, like, stunning. I'm not very good at using host stun. Okay. He's so fast, jeez. That's death, right? Alright. Oh, brother. Ow. Oh, that just ate my jump, right? That sucks. Yeah, those 3 force characters. Fox is already a liability. Yes, it is. I can't afford. Alright, let me try that again. Let me try that again without Simon Belmont. Alright, who can I use? I'm gonna take Zero Suit off the list because I forgot how to play her. Okay, the only character I'm keeping is Corrin. Like, the problem with Corrin is, like, not the problem. The thing about Corrin is she feels like Moth. Like, the movement, the combos, the flow. She matches Moth's tempo in melee, which is why I like it. Sonic, I don't like Sonic, sorry. Sonic, my brother plays Sonic. I've had to play against him a few times, that was not fun. Alright, who else can I play here? Like, the problem is I just don't know. I'm gonna put Fox in again, I know he's a liability. I'm gonna put Lucina. I did get a kill with Zero Suit. I will be going with... Okay, yeah, I guess I'll be playing Zero Suit again. I'm in the same predicament I was earlier. You know, I'll put Mario back in, why not? I need to have Patriot Mario, though, that's the thing. Hold up. Let me get the right skins on. So, Orange, Corrin. Fox could just be Fox, I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't really have any good skins. Oh, Orange, I'll go Orange. Do Puff and I'll boost the intel. The problem is, who am I trading out for Puff? Mario? I'll trade Mario for Puff. No, I'm not doing Rob. Puff is going first, then Fox, then Zero Suit, then Lucina. Going to my last character. Alright, let's see. Oh, 2 Puff Balls against each other. That'll be fun. I feel like no matter what game oh, hello, what is happening? No matter what game I play, there's always gonna be a Campbell mop, you know? Ow. Always someone who just has too much knowledge and no one to listen to. No, you're good. Don't worry about it, buddy. I just find it funny. Like, it never, like, every Nintendo game, I've always had that happen. Oh, God. Well, that was fast. Okay. Let's see if I do anything with this character. The problem is, like, with Melee, I do a lot of what's known as, like empty moves. So moves that don't hit. And unfortunately, in this game... Ow. You don't want to do anything. This Kirby's kicking my rear. Holy moly. Ow. No, that's a bad habit. Don't do that. Yeah, it's not even good. Like, I get the timing, but don't do anything. Ow. Come on. Yeah, like, I really hate the buffer system. I'm trying to do things other than roll, and I'm just rolling. Alright. Oh, that's not fun. Ah, damn it. Who else do I have? I have this character! I don't know. I don't remember how to play this character. Ow. That works. I think I'm trying to do down tilt too much. Down tilt does not seem like a good opener with people who like CPUs that could read your jump. Oh, that's not a recovery move in this game. Oh well, we're back here. That's fun. Oh, that's fun. I forgot that's a move. Ah, that's not fun. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. I don't like my percentage though. Nope, that's not a kill move? I mean, it's not a kill move in melee. That's why I was assuming it's a kill move in this game. Bruh. Nope. Oh, it is a kill move. I didn't think much about it. Okay. It is a kill move. Good to know. Alright. The more you know. No, Corrin feels good. I like the way Corrin plays. The problem is, like, all the other characters don't feel good to play. And that might be a skill issue. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, Yoshi. See, you gotta sleep. Yes, you do. As you do. Alright. I'll play more Corrin. Corrin is fun. She fits the... I don't know. The best way that I could describe her, she feels like Marth. Like, Lucina does not feel like Marth. Marth doesn't feel like Marth. Alright, here we go. I think the best thing I could do is just... What was that camera angle? I'll take that. Feels precise. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. It just feels good. Ow, what the heck? Just dropped something on me. Didn't even see. I'll take that. I also need to get used to air dodging to come down. That's something you would never do in Melee. In this game, you could read the attack. Seems like a valid option. Maybe that's just because it's a CPU, I don't know. Okay. Might have missed some things. It's practicing characters now. I hate how often they air dodge. Stop air dodging! Oop, hello. That was a mistake. Is air dodging like to come down a valid option? Or is that something that you only do in the beginning? Okay, B-Jaguar. Alright. Alright. I'm getting to that point where I think I'm done. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for about an hour and 40. Yeah. These kind of games I can't stream for very long. They get very mentally draining after a while. I remember there was a time when I used to be able to play games like Smash. I used to be able to play games like Smash and talk about them for like a long time. But now that I've gotten older, I think it's way harder. It's way harder. Like, I just can't play this game as long as I used to, which is sad. Well, games like this. You know what I meant. And I'm gonna take a breather. I don't know, I just feel old. These kind of games are like these are games that you play as like a kid. I don't got that kid in me, you know? I don't got that dog in me. Is it fun for me? Yeah. Like I said, the story I was telling earlier when I went to my cousin's place, and they're all younger than me, and like the connection point that we had was we were able to talk about Smash Bros. Because he was very into getting good at Smash Bros. Specifically Ultimate. And I remember playing him, I'm like, I can't move. Like going from Melee to... That was actually the first time I played Ultimate. Like I played against my cousins. And it was such a very, very different experience. I'm still at that point where it's like the game feels horrible to play, except for like very specific characters. So I'm not at that phase yet where I'm having fun with the game. I'm at that phase where I'm like trying to figure out if it's a game that I want to play or not. Have to play online with us, yeah. To put this in perspective, one of my punishments, like I lost a forfeit, and one of my punishments was to play this for an hour. Have a good one, you too. Peace out. It's awesome and chatting and great stream. Thank you. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, the game is difficult. It's not... I don't know, I keep saying this, but I really do feel like I am too old for this game. Which is ironic if you know anything about Smash Brothers. But I legitimately feel like I am just too old for this game. Both, like, physically and, like, mentally. It's too much of a game for me. I don't like games where you verse another person. I like games where you either, if you're playing against something, you're playing against another team. You're not playing against another person. But Smash Bros. Does give you that sense of, like, you are the best player in your group, or you're the best player in your school, or whatever the case might be. I don't have that. I never enjoyed that. Whenever it was group environments, I always prefer being with the group instead of against everyone in the group. Yeah, I do have a lot of mixed feelings about it, %. I just picked whoever I really, really liked and had fun from there. Yeah. I play 2v2. Ultimately, the game is, at its core, a 1v1 game. Yeah. If I'm going to play a multiplayer game, I'd play Val. Like, there's really no... There's no proper Nintendo, like, 2v2. Like, not 2v2. There's no proper Nintendo team-based game. I guess Splatoon would be the closest, but I hate Splatoon's controls after playing, like, Valorant and CS. Yeah, 2v2s is like... That's like saying play tennis 2v2s. Like, yeah, tennis 2v2s is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But tennis is a one-player. It's like, it's a low-player game. It's all my fault, yeah. It's that... I don't know, I like having a team. For me, I've always been a team player, and Smash Bros. Is already unappealing as it is, because the game is... It's hard to adapt from Melee. It really is. Like, it's so difficult. Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite does not have enough mechanical skill. I'm gonna be honest. I do enjoy playing Pokemon Unite, but not anywhere near the... Okay, I need to level with you guys, chat. I have been struggling finding a game. There's a reason why the last couple streams, and also the last couple weeks, I've been kind of all over the place when it comes to looking for a game. I've been trying things. It's because the perfect game doesn't exist for me yet. That's really rare to hear. Most people think Melee is mega clunky compared to Ultimate. Melee is very precise compared to Ultimate. Yeah. I mean, I could... Galleys, I think that's a rare opinion for you to hear because you're in the Smash Ultimate community. Or you play Smash Ultimate. I come from the other side of the fence. I'm from the Melee side. I played Smash before Smash was cool. And the transition period is very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah, I've been struggling finding a game recently. Like, I would like to find a game if there was a perfect game, but recently it's just been a struggle. I tried Tetris, I tried Overwatch, I tried getting back into Val, I couldn't do it. Apex, no. War Thunder, I've tried Squad. I've been playing like a bunch of... I've probably played a bigger variety of games in the last couple of weeks than I ever have in my entire life. I've just been like looking for stuff, seeing if there was any game that like clicked. So far, none of them did. My name is pronounced Gaititas. Gaititas. I'll just call you Cookies. I think I'll call you Cookies. Yeah. Like, objectively speaking, I can't say this without sounding like an ass. So I just want to, preface this. I think Ultimate's a fantastic game. I do think Melee is just a superior competitive game. It's I should not have issues where I'm like, why is it not letting me do that? Right? I'm having a lot of that. I'm like, why is it buffering my inputs? Like, I want to press the timing properly. I want to get the timings down. I want to be precise about it. And a lot of it is like, I'm getting stuck on the ground because I just have to wait. So the timing, so the melee is a timing of you got to hit precise inputs. Ultimate is a precise timing in the time you have to wait for the right inputs. You have to wait for the game to let you do stuff. And that just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. There's a few things that bother me, but like at the same time, it's like, combos are much easier in Melee. No, not necessarily. Well, actually, yeah, no, it is. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's fair. I had to stop and think about it. I'm like, I was thinking more of like juggling combos. Yeah. Melee is a lot more, if you're good at the game, one touch and you die. More along the lines of that. If you really want to know which game is the most like that, then 64 is very different from Ultimate. It is, yes. It's necessarily better, but it's definitely fair if you like Melee more. Yeah, it's hard to get into it. Yeah. It's very hard for me to get into it. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm older. Like, I remember a time I used to love Smash Bros. When I was younger. But now it's hard. I don't want to force myself to like something because that's not the way it should be. I don't know. Like, I'm sure you guys would love to see more Smash Ultimate content on this channel. But I'm not sure if I could do it. I'm still on the hunt for that perfect game, and I'm beginning to realize like maybe that perfect game doesn't exist, right? It has to be a team game that's non-toxic, which is already a pretty tall answer. It has to be mechanically challenging. It has to feel good to play. It has to be something that a Nintendo audience can get behind. And all of that Nintendo audience get behind is by far the most limiting factor. Right? And then it's, on top of that, you want to have something that you could actually improve at. So a high skill ceiling. Preferably something with a competitive scene, so an esport. Something that is readily available and actually practical on the YouTube algorithm that you can make. And it needs to have a good engine, that way you could build something, so mods would be great. And then you'd kind of just like put all these variables together and you're like, man, a game like that just doesn't exist. Every game is missing something. I'll ever play F-Zero one day, probably. Like, if I'm bored enough and there's enough, like, it's at my feet, where it's just like, I just pick it up and play it, I'll probably play it, yeah. Equals doesn't exist. I mean, it does, COG, actually. Obviously, you can't have a no-toxic game. Like, every game will have some level of toxicity. But the level of toxicity has to be monitored. And if the level of toxicity is properly, like, moderated, then I consider that no toxicity. There is a game that exists like that. The game is called Valorant. Like, I know that Valorant, like, a lot of people meme on Valorant for being toxic. Trust me, as someone who has been around the ringer in many different fields, in many different games, Valorant is probably the least toxic game I've ever played. It is also one of the highest skill ceiling and also a team-based game. It's also very competitive. There's an esports scene for it. It is probably the single biggest, no, I wouldn't say biggest, but most prominent esport at the moment. Yeah. Like, the biggest is League, for sure. But most prominent that people actually, like, new people are getting into and interested in is probably Val. Val has a different issue. Val has the issue where it's like, you can't really do much. Right? You want to do something crazy, you want to add a mod which makes the characters 10 times bigger, you can't do that. I used to play MKW a lot, I don't find the fun of it anymore. RNG really turns me off now. Yeah. Similar, I know that feeling. RNG is not fun to deal with. It's a real bummer. RNG as well as what else am I thinking of? MKW just had a lot of strikes against it. The community is really dumb. Community is incredibly dumb. And it's also probably top 2 toxic games I've ever been a part of or have experienced. Actually, no, it's number 1. MKW is number 1. What am I saying? MKW is the most toxic and also the by far the dumbest community. Yeah. Rocket League is also up there, but Valorant is definitely high. Rocket League is okay. Yeah, Rocket League is good. My main issue with Rocket League is, I don't know, something about it just doesn't work with me. Like, Rocket League makes me actually want to throw the controller, pick up a real soccer ball, and, like, practice playing football with a proper team, with 11-11, you know, going into... That's what Rocket League inspires me to do. Rocket League makes me want to play actual football. Like, the cars are cool and on... Like, my friends are getting into Rocket League again. I have a Rocket League player, a friend who's, like, the highest rank. And there are a few things with Rocket League that just doesn't work with me. It's just, I would much rather play football than play Rocket League. If that makes sense. You know, so therefore I'm dumb, L. You gotta remember, when you say the community, it does not necessarily involve everyone who's a part of it. Like, I was a part of it at one point, right? I'm just saying as a whole, the people... I don't want to point anyone out, because there are a lot of good people in MKW. There's a lot of good people in every community, but at the same time, they're also the worst community I've ever been a part of. I mean, how prominent are they in esports, but not necessarily how good the games are. That's also a true thing, yeah. Some games that are competitive are not necessarily fun to most people, you know? Like, at the end of the day, like, the only esport I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't play any esport as the current rate. No esport interests me. What are the esports? League? I'm not playing League. There's no, you couldn't pay me enough to play League. Valorant, I've put a lot of time into Valorant, but I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm comfortable in my own skill level. Like, I'm comfortably Diamond 2. Like, no one could take that away from me. I am happy where I am. I don't really have the itch to get any better. So there's no way I'd go to competitive, or like professional level. What else? Dota, same thing as League. No interest. Smash Bros, definitely not. Rocket League, nope. What other competitive games are there? CSGO, I might get into CSGO. The only thing that's turning me off about CSGO is... The only thing. The sole reason why I don't get into CS is because there's no good way to practice it. That's my number one issue with CSGO. There's a number 2 reason as well. It's also a very old game, so getting into it now is tricky, to say the least. Also, Valorant is just currently kicking CSGO's, behind. Play more Apex. Apex is not... There's a reason I've been playing Apex. Main issue with Apex is I don't have a consistent team. Like, the people I play with Apex, they have the issue with... They would play for, like, 10, 20 minutes, and if we get, like, really bad games, they would stop. Oh, yep, today's not Apex Day, and then they go off. I'm like, bro. I mean, I get it. No one wants to lose a lot. Like, you don't want to just stick your hand in a grinder, right? But the issue with Apex is you really need to have people who are like-minded with you to get good at a game. That's why Tetris is on top. Tetris, to me, is like solving a Rubik's Cube. Like, Tetris is always going to be something that I do. Like, I could be 80 years old. I'm going to still be playing Tetris. Tetris is my version of a Rubik's Cube. I don't know. Yeah, the perfect game just does not exist. Either that or I'm not looking hard enough, which is always a possibility. You know, it's always a possibility. Like, if I could just like bring together the perfect game, that'd be amazing. The really annoying part about this chat, the really annoying part is the perfect game exists in here. It's a taste thing, of course, yeah. Smash feels perfect for me. The annoying thing about Smash is Smash was perfect for me like 5 years ago. That's my issue with Smash. I feel like I've outgrown the game, which is weird. But it's also true. I did kinda outgrow Smash. Smash to me is too simple. It is complex if you actually want to get good at it, but I don't care to get good at it, so I'm not interested. I don't know, I've been having a lot of these, like, is this the game I really want to put my time into? And it's like, nope, not really. Just become a game developer, easy. That's what I've been doing, actually. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give you guys false hopes. Because there's no shot. Game development is hard. Making a game takes so much time and so much willpower and all of that. Gotta go, you're a big figure in my MKW career. Thanks for the great content, everything you've done. Peace out, man. Thanks for stopping on by. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm getting into developing games right now. So I've been asking my brother because he also does a lot of things. The problem with me and my brother is my brother only specifically does single player experiences. Like a very specific subset of single player experiences. He does not develop multiplayer games. And the problem is my entire interest in gaming is multiplayer. I love multiplayer games. So even though he is a game developer, he's never going to help me out with anything. So it often left me stuck with, like, if I really, like, the perfect game exists in here, but the only way it's coming out of here is if I become the developer. So I've been learning to code a little bit, which has not been fun. Because I open up an editor, and the first thing I think is, like, I don't want to do this. But, you know, I used to do Mario Kart Wii modding videos and streams and stuff. So eventually, if I actually do, you know, there's a lot of ifs, you know, involved. If I eventually do get into game development and game modding, I might stream that. I might make games for you guys to play. I might get, you know, started with all of that and whatnot. Is it the perfect game if it's made by a human? No. But it can be the perfect game for you. The perfect game for me does not exist. There are a lot of games that are really close to it. A lot of games that are very close to it. But no single game exists. And I feel like that's just the nature of, like, every big game, because every big game, they have to appeal to the masses. And everyone has different preferences. So when you're trying to appeal for something that is intended to reach the widest audience possible, the outliers are going to get cut off. That's just how it is. To some degree, everyone will get cut off. No one's going to get 100%. Definitely a matter of preference, yeah. That's why if you're going to develop a game, you need a pool of samples. You can't just develop it for yourself. I mean, I guess you could. You do games that you like. You make games that you like. I mean, that's kind of like the whole crux of it. That's what the magic of being a game developer is, right? You make games that you want to make. You play games that you want to play. You know, back when I was when I was younger and I didn't play video games, I used to do music a lot when I was a little kid. And one of the very first things my dad told me was that everyone has a song to sing, but most people don't know how to bring it from here to here. It takes skill, craft, dedication to play your own music. And not only play it, but write it down, record it, perform it. And that stuck with me because, like, as a kid, obviously you don't understand what any of that means. And even as I grew up, I didn't quite get what that meant either. But now that I'm older, I realized that what he was, that ideology, that philosophy, for me, it didn't apply to music. For me, it applied to games. Like, it's not the perfect song. It's the perfect game for me. And it's in here. I could see it. If I had the coding skill and the time, I could make it. Alright, that's enough of me ranting for now. I am going to go close out the stream. Thank you guys once again so very much for watching. I appreciate the chat, even though it was a little bit one-sided toward the end. Thing is, for game development, you gotta form a community. Really hard for as an indie developer. Yeah, I'm not exactly a typical indie developer though. Everyone's different. That's what I've realized. Like, if you are starting as on the ground floor as an indie developer, that's one thing. If you've been a YouTuber for the last 4 years and then became an indie developer, that's going to be different. And of course, whatever game you played or whatever you did on YouTube is going to affect what you do in the process of the development of the game, right? Everyone's different. There's no really big blanket statement for that. Because for me, if I become a indie developer, you guys would be the community. People who are interested, who have subscribed to this channel, or people who have not, and find videos or streams of me developing on this channel. The thing about most indie developers is they don't know how to market. They don't know how to build that community. And as someone who's done YouTube, I also know how to do that. So I would not have that issue. I'd have a different issue. Whatever that issue might be. Evil's Blade, hello, hi. How's it going, buddy? You caught the tail end of the stream. I'm about to close down shop. Thanks for stopping on by, though. Yeah, we're just closing down with some philosophical thoughts about games and development, preferences, and the whole shebang. So anyway, I am going to call the stream here. Thank you guys so very much for watching. At this point, expect random streams, random games, random anything. Because at this point, I'm still in the discovery phase of what I want to do with this channel. And in a sense, what I want to do in life. Which is a big topic that I should really spend a lot more time thinking about. Just a thought. I'll see you guys all later, alright? Thanks for watching. Bye.